Hi, Cancers. It's Magic from Finding Magnificence in You. And this is your What Does Your Soul Need video series. And this is meant to focus on your soul's growth, your soul's evolution, healing soul imprints, wounds, bringing back all the fragmented pieces of you and becoming whole. So this is very, very important to me, this series. It's very important to me to really put out content that is focused more on healing the parts of yourself that need healing so that you can have a healthy and fulfilling life. This also is therapy for me. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I aspire to be one day. And I do feel like we can all teach each other through our experiences. We can relate. And I think the best teacher and knowledge and wisdom is gained through experience. And that's why I'm here speaking to you guys today, because I've experienced a lot of hardship, pain, and suffering. And there's been a lot of wounds and imprints created that I've been working on healing for many years. Okay. I've been healing myself since uh, before 2006. I've been working on healing a lot of things about myself. It's a long journey, a long process, but I'm at a point in my life where I am recognizing a lot of patterns, a lot of wounds, and I've been able to address a lot of them. I'm still addressing some, and my purpose and goal is to help you address the ones you have. I'm going to start off with a postcard from Spirit as your overall message. This comes divinely guided from Spirit, and it kind of gives us an idea of what the topic is going to be about. And then I'm going to use tarot to get the spread to look at your path, your soul's, look at it as a soul map to see where the imprints are. I just did a reading for Gemini, and their reading came out as a storyline. So they have a big decision, if you have Gemini in your chart, in that reading, and there's a big decision on being authentic and following your heart, and just being you authentically and not caring what other people will think. If you just want to, a lot of you guys are saying, I want to go towards this particular person. I love this particular person. This is who I want to be with. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what my family think. I don't want to be married anymore. There's a big decision, and it's part of is a part of a big wound that needs to be healed, a void that has been created in past lives, perhaps. But with, Cancer, me being a Cancer sun, I know that this is going to reveal a lot, because we come in as Cancers because there's a specific path that we must kind of take to help us heal, right? You come in as a particular zodiac sign because every zodiac sign has a theme. And what is the theme for Cancer? Emotions, right? Home, family. Family inheritances is going to come up. Wounds created by people before you, mother, bloodline, father. Also, Cancer is ruled by the moon, so a lot of repressed emotions that haven't been purged completely. You come in as a Cancer so that you can clear out a lot of baggage. Oh, it's so heavy, it's so hard being a Cancer sometimes, but it's such a beautiful gift because we have the capacity to love and to be able to filter out all of the muck and yuck that we have to go through, because we absorb emotions like a sponge, don't we? Because of our empathic nature and because of our open heartedness and just being a water sign in general, we soak in a lot of emotions. So I'm also going to use sacred soulmates, just if there's any love or soulmate relationships. It could be any type of relationship that comes through as a lesson. We'll highlight it. And I didn't use my own oracle deck, but I might bring this out for additional messages, okay? So let's start off with your postcards. I want to start incorporating saying affirmations in a prayer, or I like to call them proclamations. So I ask Spirit with a pure heart for guidance, clarity, as I read for Cancer, as I tap into the Cancerian's energy. I ask that you give us insight, clarity on what we need to address, heal within us. so that we can have a life full of joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Help us to let go of what doesn't serve us, because we do have issues with clinging on to the past. Help us to forgive people and forgive ourselves for hurting ourselves, right? Or for allowing others to hurt us. And help us to see clearly the path before us so we can make better decisions as it relates to people and love and friendships and relationships, because we do experience a lot of wounding there as well. Maybe in a Cancer, I experienced a lot of wounding with people that I thought loved me, you know, where when the harsh reality was that love wasn't reciprocated. So I asked for healing energy. I call on Archangel Raphael for healing. Um, I call on my ancestors for healing. And I invite the energy and the spirit of the universe for healing into the space. It says, dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all of that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh. Or call that one friend you know will remind you of how ridiculously and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting. And you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? So Spirit is saying, have fun. So you guys, we all, as Cancerians, are going through something very heavy. This does apply to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any major Cancer placements that you resonate with, um, that are predominant in your chart. And of course, I must say that this is general, it's for entertainment purposes only, okay? But Cancers, we've been feeling some very heavy emotions, and Spirit is saying, hey, let go of all that heavy stuff and let's just have fun, do something fun, to kind of release some of that daunting, heavy energy. I can attest to this. I've been feeling very heavy hearted. I've been feeling very down and just not been feeling myself because of just different things happening around me. So let's see what they want us to talk about. Let's get 8 cards for Cancer, please. Oh, my cards are coming out. 8 cards, thank you, for Cancer. Wow. Gemini had the same card in the same position. Some of you guys are a Cancer Gemini cuspers. Okay? And their theme was they had a big decision, and I see 2 here. A big decision. Wow. About a marriage, a commitment. Yeah, some of you guys are dating or with a Gemini. My ex-husband was a Gemini, by the way. Very interesting. Gemini and Cancer. Wow. I don't really feel like that's a good match. I'm sorry. I just don't. That could just be bias because I was married to a Gemini. But all right, here's your spread, Cancer. Yeah, big decision, a big decision. And at the end, there's a decision being made, just like Gemini. So some of you guys are highly tied to the Gemini energy. So your birthday is in between June and July. So we see confusion when it comes to our options, or confusion when it comes to making a decision about lovers. We have a commitment showing up at the bottom of the deck. So this is going to be heavily tied to a commitment or some sort of long-term commitment, future commitment, or something that you're part of right now. Right now, I see you in a period of rest. Okay. There could be a separation, or you may be contemplating a separation. what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Cups is you're overwhelmed emotionally. There's some soul searching, there's some reflecting taking place. You're making a decision or needing to make a decision about whether you should stay or go, pick one person versus the other. There's some major decision has to do with a very spiritual connection or very strong connection that you have with another person. I think that, based on what your soul needs, this is about you getting clear about what you want when it comes to what will make you happy in general, what will bring you long-term fulfillment, or are you willing to commit yourself? How committed are you to love, right? How committed are you? Feel like you're really confused and not clear about your commitment or how committed you are to love, wanting love in your life. I feel like some of you guys, if you are single, you do have this innate feeling that something new is coming in, but I do feel like a little bit of resistance because you're like, am I going to like the new coming in? Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be like the past? See, lessons of Neptune, denial, illusions, and deception. And that Seven of Cups does represent illusions, fantasies, not being very clear. It says self-love and boundaries and detachment are important. I think that the message here is to attract by setting your intentions high, knowing that you deserve better. I feel like that's what you're trying to do. I feel like you're trying to break illusions. You're trying to get clarity so that you don't get stuck in a unfavorable or unfulfilling situation. And I do see you setting your intentions on attracting something better for yourself. Or unbeknownst to you, you are, manifesting some sort of new opportunity. But I feel like this happened because of the fact that you experienced a long-term experience that really caused a lot of confusion and caused a lot of emotional instability when it comes to your emotions, with the Seven of Cups being here. And I see you reflecting on which cup should I choose. This could be somebody else that you may be dealing with as well. Someone is trying to figure out. In general sense, this is just about you trying to figure out how do you move forward after making a decision. You may have already made a decision to release something that wasn't serving you, setting up boundaries, loving on yourself more, but now you're trying to figure out how are you going to proceed forward. Some of you guys, this decision has to do with your beliefs, values, and morals when it comes to life in general, how you relate to other people, structures, with the Taurus energy here. This is about structures. This is about value, beliefs. I feel like there was a very narrow-minded way of looking at things. And I see that there's a need to clear or break free of that narrow-mindedness and not be boxed in or not be looking at life through the lenses of just through an emotional lens, if that makes sense, like not looking at life just through the emotions. And, it's hard for us as Cancers, we're so emotional. This is about needing to be more logical, right, with the Swords card. But there's also a need to rebel a little bit against oppression, against people that are situations that make you feel oppressed. Because I do feel oppression here. Feeling like, trapped by, rejection and separation. This is why you feel so oppressed. You feel rejected. But this is a belief, though, that needs to change, feeling like I'm always getting rejected, And this happened because of some sort of separation. I see the Nine of Swords as you rejecting something, again, something that was going against your morals, values, and beliefs. Just to kind of dig a little bit deeper, not to go too deep, because it may not apply to everybody. Some of you guys were involved in some sort of somebody else's confusion where someone else didn't know who they wanted, what they wanted, and they put you in some sort of third party situation here with this Three of Cups, and they made you an option. And you wanted better for yourself, so you broke free of that because you realize that those are not my values, those are not my morals. I'm not going to allow myself to be dictated to or be oppressed or made to feel like I have to succumb to someone else's, ideologies and ideals when you don't have to. But I feel like in the process you learned about yourself, certain beliefs that you had about yourself that allowed you to attract these certain people. There's a certain attraction to certain lessons or people that brought you to this energy so that you can break through it, right? The now illusions, deception of self or by another. You had to go through this so that you can learn self-love, right? Self-love, boundaries, and detachment. So just to kind of hone into this energy, I'm feeling part of you going down this new path or thinking about it, because there's a path here being made clear, is the fact that someone put you in a very uncomfortable, confusing situation that disempowered you, that made you feel very depleted of energy, that made you feel very rejected. But it was to highlight the wounds within yourself of rejection and of abandonment. This is what the separation card represents. It was to highlight these wounds within you so that you can heal them. So what you essentially did was attract someone that was reflecting these wounds, right? Someone that was resonating on a vibrational level, the same vibrational level as you. And they essentially serve as a mirror so you could heal these energies of fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. And that was the belief system that you had. That was the core values that needed to be changed, or there needed to be a catharsis, a breaking away, a cutting away of these energies because they don't serve you. You have new sets of beliefs now. Your new sets of belief are correlating more to the energy of self-love. As you elevate and as you break through very negative patterns, you start to attract differently. This is why this attract card is here, setting your intentions high, knowing that you deserve better. That's what you did. That's what you've learned throughout these different relationships, right? Because that's what the lovers represent. Different relationships that you have to experience that kind of put you in a space of, it kind of puts you in an energy of feeling, I'm going to say, defeated. Especially if you were made to feel like an option, that puts you in a space of feeling defeated. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Completing that cycle. Feeling betrayed. Yeah. I felt it. I'm using the word defeated because I'm going by how it makes me feel, right? Picking up the energy, it makes me feel defeated, like betrayed and let down and disappointed. Like, how could you do that to me? How could you treat me that way? It says trust is part of your journey, understanding that through pain, this is teaching you and others to love more deeply and in a higher divine capacity. So this was to teach you through pain to love yourself and others more deeply. So we have a completion of a cycle. You had to end something. You said to yourself, I'm ending that cycle. I don't want to be treated unfairly anymore. I don't want to be rejected or feel undervalued or feel underappreciated or underdeserving. There is some sort of illumination that took place, and it illuminated certain patterns of dependency, certain negative behavioral patterns, and just a lot of patterns that don't serve you anymore. So just tune into the subtle energies that you're receiving about the situation. Listen to the messages from your body. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Yeah. I see boundaries being set up because you're preserving your happiness. I see it very strongly here with the Three of Cups. I'm not going to look at this as just being third party. I'm looking at this as I'm preserving my happiness. I'm setting up my boundaries with the Seven of Wands because I don't want you to come in and, yes, I don't want you to come in and disturb my peace and my happiness. I feel like that is what is motivating you now, Cancer, wanting to feel what it, true happiness, true fulfillment. And I'm not saying all Cancerians are experiencing a lack of happiness, but I'm saying that whoever I'm picking up has experienced their fair share of unfulfillment, pain, and suffering. And I feel like you're letting go. If you are in a third party situation, what's being highlighted is that you will not tolerate the low part treatment. You will not tolerate someone to treat you like an option or an object or just a thing to do. So we have unexpected. So we have a Tower. There could be a message coming through. Someone might say, I want to reconcile with you, Cancer. I feel like after you created this, I'm saying created because it feels like it's been birthed. It feels like it's something that you had to call it. You have to kind of, it was cultivated. So therefore you you planted a seed within yourself that had to grow over time. As you go through different experiences, as you learn and you acquire knowledge and wisdom, the seed is growing and growing and growing as you feed, because what you're doing is a direct effect of you going through the negative situations. Is the positive aspects of that seed is growing, because as you are being reflected negativity and the things that you don't want, you're saying no. Okay, I see now what it is I don't want, and then you're feeding the positive aspect of yourself. And I'm using the seed as an example, as an analogy, because again, there's a rebirthing process that's taking place, but it's taking place on a very subconscious, I don't want to say minuscule because I don't want to take away from the progress you've been making, but it's being done in a way where you can't see it outwardly. It's like you're in your cocoon stage, right? While you go through your transformation, essentially you have to go through a death process, right? And as you go through the death process, you are slowly being reborn. That's where you're at. So there is some sort of belief or mindset that you're letting go of that no longer resonates with you. So if that mindset is that I'm not enough, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not pretty enough, that I'm not skinny enough, that I'm not whatever enough, you're letting that shit go. Catharsis. Something unexpected happens. There's an event, a message. Yeah. Timeout. Clear. It says timeout. Clear your energy. Space brings clarity. So what happened was, if you did separate, or if you are telling someone, hey, I don't want to be married to you anymore because I don't like you treating me like an option. I don't like you treating me less than I deserve. This comes very unexpected to someone. I see you saying, I'm letting go because I want to put my happiness first, because I'm not happy here. And I'm seeing this High Priestess, Knight of, yeah. What your intuition is saying is, pay attention to the signs, Cancer. This is your energy. I was likening High Priestess to Cancer energy. I don't only look at this as Pisces. I look at it as Cancer because Cancer is a very highly intuitive sign. You're doing a lot of reflecting, okay? And you've been taking back your power. You've been taking back the fragmented parts of you that you've been giving out. Because as you give and you give and you give and you give and you give, you deplete your cup, but you're saying no more, Cancer, because you're coming in here with the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles pouring back into you. So you're slowly cutting catharsis, cutting away, cutting out people, behaviors, patterns, situations, places, things that don't serve you anymore, because your long-term mental health and stability means a lot to your happiness. You're preserving it. Not only the present happiness that you're trying to cultivate, but the future happiness. The seed that you planted is going to bear fruit for the future potential here. because you're thinking about your future. You're thinking about, damn, I know what my past looked like, and right now I'm in the present. But what, I have to make changes now so that my future could look different. That's where you're at. I want my future to look different. I don't want to have it looking like the past. So there's a major acknowledgement here. Give me a card for this Seven of Wands. Yeah, parasitic symbiotic. Exactly. We're not doing these no more. One party benefits while the other is depleted of energy. Do you see this? This is what you're guarding yourself against. I'm not doing this shit. You're not going to put me in no third party. You're not going to take advantage of me. You're not going to, deplete me of my energy, of my precious resource, which is me, the essence of me, which is a kind-hearted, giving, nurturing person. I'm not going to let you taint what's beautiful about me. I'm not going to let the way you treat me taint me. So you're in an energy of trusting and acceptance of the universe, or this is where you're needing to be, because the universe is saying that we're preserving a space at the table where your cup runneth over, Cancer. We're going to fill your cup up, and there will be a celebration. There will be joy, happiness here. So there is an acknowledgement of what you know innately within you, of saving your present, self, with the work you do on the present self, and self-care, and removing things that don't serve you is going to affect the future self. Okay. And in the future, there is going to be something very beautiful coming in, and you're being asked to trust. This is trust in the divine plan, no matter what the external looks like. I see deception, breaking free of self-deception and deception from other people coming in as parasites, taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. You're saying no more. I'm not going to let you do that anymore to me. And this could apply to someone around you. Ooh, we got a lot of cards. See? And I do feel third party, but I do see that, you're needing to forgive. Okay. A lot of this is about forgiving things that have happened, that has already happened. The preservation of you, your stability, requires you to detach from what has happened, things that you have no control over. You have control of the present moment. Okay, you're using your present moment now to work on the things that need to be worked on, to release the things that need to be released, so that your future could look like you want it to look like, right? This is why the card here is addressing the fact that you need to see, maybe the fear of the future is weighing you down. See, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe the fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all of that and start having fun. Because I do see an acknowledgement of you, so concerned about, well, what will happen? Worry about right now. And right now, you need to understand that you have to remove anything from your space that's disturbing your peace. If it doesn't bring you clarity, if it doesn't bring you peace, it doesn't belong in your life, Cancer. Forgiveness, letting go of resentment. Sacred sexuality correlates with the sacral chakra, and this needs to be healed. This is about emotional intimacy. This is about intimacy of all kinds: physical intimacy, emotional intimacy, intelligent intimacy of the intelligence. That's sharing thoughts and ideas, getting intimate with someone, letting them into your world, into your mental. This is about emotional intimacy, how you connect to other people, how to feel safe. There's a transmutation happening here. The things that you were repressing, they're coming out. You're either speaking on them, expressing yourself, standing up for yourself. And as you do this, you begin to transmute. Okay. And a lot of this, again, is being reflected back through a third party situation on all different levels, whether this be family members meddling, whether this be third parties outside of you, financial, material concerns, like maybe you're struggling financially. That could be an external factor. Your husband is cheating, external factor, or you were put in a third party situation. But either way, there is some sort of interference that is causing stress. And It has to do with a past life soulmate. It's a karmic contract that you're dealing with. Let's look at this karmic contract. What about this contract? Yeah, lessons of Uranus about. It says radical attraction and sexual pull comes with many inconsistencies and detachment, a theme of freedom or commitment. No expectations are the best expectations to have. So there's going to be a detaching from some sort of external party, contract, or it could be someone around you that you're connecting to, a soulmate that needs to disconnect from another soulmate that's external to your relationship, or it could be a family member. It doesn't have, like I said, doesn't have to be romantic. There is something here that you're going to need to forgive another party that's responsible for stress, or someone may come in and say, please forgive me for putting you in a third party. I do see that very strongly for some of you guys. Ooh, hold on. Okay, I caught it before they fell on the floor. Two of Swords and Chariot. Wow, Nine of Cups. There you go. Boom. Bringing you out of this emotional angst, bringing you out of this space of feeling lost or stuck, rather. Okay, a decision's made to move forward, Chariot. And as you move forward, you're moving towards your Nine of Cups. Oh, wow, beautiful emotional fulfillment. And this is why I said there's a preservation taking place of a seed that was planted within self. And the seed is about what I no longer will accept. If it doesn't make me happy, it doesn't serve me anymore. And as you do that, as you cut away or you cut out or block out things that don't serve and move forward, you overcome. You're overcoming. And this is beautiful because this is definitely saying there's a decision to detach. Even if this is detaching from your past, even if this is just detaching from old pent up emotions, making that decision to overcome those things and to move forward is moving you forward. You're traveling, moving towards the Nine of Cups, which is very beautiful. Your outcome is even highlighting this here at the bottom of the deck, coming out of this feeling of being abandoned, being unsupported, left out, coming out of that energy. Two of Wands, a path is being made clear, illumination, the moon, releasing, purging. Finally, wow, divine feminine. What does this mean for divine feminine? Beautiful. Renew and adventure. Wow, 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 wow. So, a return of passion and play. Community is healing, laughter. Didn't we see this here? It says, when you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter and when you have fun. What does this card says? A return of passion and play. Community is healing, laughter, travel, and new things can respark your love life or your life in general. Beautiful. So Spirit is saying there's going to be a period of fun, celebrating. It's coming. You just got to let go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. Whether this be a relationship, a pattern, a belief, a way of doing things. If you let go, parasitic symbiotic relationships, absolutely. Setting up proper boundaries, family members, however it applies. If it's a family member taking advantage of you, I see you cutting away. If it's people, friends, whatever it is, you making a conscious decision to cut away or to remove them from your life or to create space for yourself is going to bring a renewal in your life, new adventures, new fun, new play. I see celebration. I see you releasing sadness. I see sadness leaving. And I love what it said at the bottom. It says, you will see the world as less daunting and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing. In perfect timing, the bounty that Spirit has for you. Clarify, renew, and adventure. Clarify, renew, and adventure. Wow, High Priestess. Clarity. And then here it is. Communication comes in. And something that you've been maybe waiting on. High Priestess is about waiting, no talk, no communication, not being clear, not knowing. It's being revealed to you. It's coming in as good news, the Nine of Cups. So you got some good news coming, Cancer. What is this good news? You got something that's coming that's going to bring you emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, bring contentment. Wow. We have the Death in reverse, a rebirth. Whoa, okay. A rebirth is taking place. Death in reverse is also rebirth energy. It's very unexpected. Wow. So you're getting an unexpected reconciliation. Once you can let go. So here, let me clarify the message. Some of you guys were put in a third party. Some of you guys were treated like options. Some of you guys were mistreated. But during this process, you learn a set of new values for yourself, a set of new beliefs. You learn to stand up for yourself. You learn to pull away from energies that don't serve. Part of the lesson was to recognize parasitic symbiotic relationships and to remove them out of your life. So there was a catharsis taking place. Then also what was coming in was this energy of you needing to forgive these people, though. Okay? Needing to forgive the people in your life that were taking advantage of you, that were mistreating you, that were very unkind and harsh to you, people that were trying to control you, all types of people, relationship, love, family, friends, all of that. And as you release, as you forgive and as you release, you're preserving, right, your happiness. And what's coming in as you let go is more celebration, more fun. As you let go, you will start to see something being metamorphosized. And this is why I use that cocoon stage. You were going through a cocoon stage of learning and purging and releasing and healing. And now you're ready to be rebirthed, coming out as the butterfly. That's why we have the renew and adventure. This is a rebirth. And what comes with this rebirth is an unexpected reconciliation and a new beginning. And on this card, it says you had to let go. You had to change. That's what the metamorphosis is about, change. Time to move forward. Risk and new opportunities are being made available. You have new beginnings. Part of this new beginning, there's a return of a past life soulmate. I have the Nine of Cups. It could be a water sign. Yeah, you were releasing unrequited love, unhappiness, and repressed emotions, pain, suffering, anything that is tying you to a very uncomfortable emotional situation. I see you releasing it. Your outcome is beautiful. Your outcome is clarity coming in, something that you didn't see, coming, something that wasn't fully clear to you or revealed to you, someone that you may have not spoken to in a very long time. It could be a Pisces, doesn't have to be. Clarify new beginning and reconciliation. Wow. The Sun and the Ace of Cups again. Someone that broke your heart. Could be a Leo. Why are you showing me these in reverse, though? If this is a new beginning, why are these reversed? Queen of Wands and King of Cups, because both of you guys have to go through this process together. Both of you guys have to heal each, yeah. Some of you guys are Cancers or have Cancer in your chart. So for my feminines, you have fire in your chart. So you're a Cancer, Leo cusp, or you're a Cancer with strong Aries and Sagittarius placements, or you're a male with Cancer in your chart, somewhere in your chart. It's going to require someone to break up with a fire sign female. But if you're a fire sign female watching and you have Cancer in your chart, you would have to be, there would be a breaking free of someone with water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Need clarification on this energy here. King and Queen, King of Wands and King of Cups. What is this about? Trust, a need to trust in the divine plan, regardless of the external. They're saying it's a mutual symbiotic, but they're reversed. I think they're reversed because it's a delay. It just says to trust in the divine plan. It's like these are both new beginning cards, right? But I think they're reversed because they're delayed. Because I'm clarifying reconciliation and new beginnings. But the new beginning, Ace of Cups in the Sun card, reconciliation. You know, they're both new beginning cards. They're both delayed. That's weird. Can you tell me if this is a delay? Can you confirm? White flag. Someone wants another chance. But why? I just don't like I don't like the reverse. They're scared. I get it. I get that they're scared of being rejected by you, Cancer. I think because they're telling you to trust. I think it's because you're probably not going to trust this person. You're probably not going to trust this person. Yeah, you got to let go of the expectations that you might have. So, because it says here, right at the bottom, no expectations is the best expectation. You might assume that this person is going to come in and hurt you again. Don't do that. Let go of any expectations. This person's going to come in to reconcile. But we got both of you guys reversed here. One more clarifier. Let's see advice. Someone wants to come in and change and do things better with you. I don't know who this is. It could be a water sign. Yeah, patterns of control. Let go of the patterns of control. Don't try to control this. Don't try to control it. Don't have any expectations. Just let things unfold. Let this person speak their piece. Don't come in saying, no, fuck you. Don't do that. I don't trust you. Don't do that. Release these negative thought patterns and let go of, because this is what you're being taught, to let go of these unresolved soul wounds. A lot of you guys are still not over a betrayal, feeling like someone betrayed you. You must be in the energy of acceptance so that you can release it, so you can have this new beginning. Some of you guys need to let go of someone that hurt you. So forgive someone that hurt you, so someone new can come in. This reconciliation is just for you guys to be able to release it, to release the pain. This is about releasing, purging it, the pain. The sun in reverse is all the repressed emotions. The cup represents you pouring it all out. So it may not be, oh, we're going to be together. It's going to be someone coming in to apologize so that you can say, okay, I accept your apology, right? With that acceptance card that came out. And now I can move forward into something new. See, I accept your apology so that I can now finally release it. And then I can move forward and have my new beginning. Okay. Some of you guys, this person may just say, I want to be with you. It may not be that way for all of you guys. Some of you guys, this is just, someone saying, I'm sorry for betraying you. I'm sorry for rejecting you. Okay. Can you forgive me? You're also being asked to persevere. Everything's going to happen in divine, perfect timing. In the meantime, in between time, keep your heart open so that love can come in. If you block your heart out, love won't be able to come in. And I think why this is being delayed is because your heart is blocked, Cancer. You're probably wondering why love not coming in. Where's my love? Why am I so lonely? You're not letting love in because you haven't forgiven, you haven't released. So part of your lesson is to release. This is why it's here. Divine Feminine. Time to release. It's time so that you can have a better quality of life. There is going to be some sort of message, apology, Knight of Cups. I can't say that it's going to end up being, I do see a wish fulfillment. I do see moving towards the Knight of Cups, emotional fulfillment. I can't necessarily say this is going to turn out to be the person that you're meant to be with, but I can definitely say that it's going to help you to release what needs to be released. What's the best possible outcome? I didn't do this for anyone else, but I'm just going to do this for y'all because I'm a Cancer. Oh, I forgot to pull Seven of Pentacles. Releasing past mistakes. Let's see. It's not going to turn out to be a stable relationship. Let me get a message from Archangel Raphael. Inner authority. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power. Listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Yes. Inner authority is needed here. Trusting in your inner authority. Take back your power. Do not let These emotions and the things that happen to you overrun you. Do not let people's deception or betrayal or what you perceive as betrayal keep you rendered powerless. Give me one more, Archangel Raphael, for Cancer. Children. Children may be affecting this situation. This might be about healing your inner child. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. Some of you guys, this is about your inner child. They said, call on Archangel Raphael for help. It says, I ask for healing, help with, and it says, describe your situation and thank you for divine healing intervention. So this is my intervention card. So I see a healing of the inner child. Definitely. I see children. For some of you guys, this is a need to heal the relationship with your children. You might have a very difficult relationship with a child, and that's what needs to be healed. That's why there's an apology. It may be coming from a child. Okay? That's why I said it doesn't have to be romantic. If Cancer forgives, what's the best possible outcome with forgiveness? What's the best possible outcome? Strength in reverse. Definitely a Leo. New patterns, yeah. So you won't be so, you'll be able to tame your inner beast, the inner fears. There will be an energy of taming. So if you're dealing with an unruly child or a child where there's a lot of bumping heads, or this doesn't even have to be a child. It could be an immature person. It could be a person you dealt with. If there's a lot of power struggles, this is an ending of the power struggle. This is an ending of ego. This is a taming of that inner beast. And there will be new patterns created to do things differently in order to bring health and vitality into the situation. So I definitely see a healing taking place. Give me one more clarifier on the strength. Because the strength is refraining, holding back, that beast within you, showing compassion. That's forgiveness, and that's a need for forgiveness. You need to forgive, or this child needs to forgive you. This is healing inner child wounds, drawing upon your inner strength. Overcoming fear. It says self-care. This is part of your self-care. Please help me to know that I deserve to receive massages as a form of self-care. The massage card for me is my self-care card. It's healing. The reason it came up is because of the heart that he's forming with his hand. Need for self-care here. Putting yourself first, okay? Not letting people overrun you, and not letting the inner beast overtake you, not letting the emotions run you. That's what that strength card is about. Yeah. There's going to be an ending of a situation where you're going to be overextending, or an ending of, because there's a child here. This page, there's a child here. I need you to show me what this. So for some of you guys, this is definitely about children of any age, okay? It doesn't, some of you guys are older. Spiritual mission, yeah. This is this connection supports energy healing on Gaia. Yeah, you're going to forgive. I'm telling you, you're going to need to forgive and end this cycle. You're going to clear out your energy. A lot of this is affecting you being able to attract love to you, because there's a wound in the heart chakra that needs to be healed. See, you have to complete that cycle. It's not just about the people you've dated, but there's wounds that were created during childhood via your children. Okay, because some of you guys is just childhood, there's some of you guys is your kids. But there's a cycle that's completing with that. Whatever this wound is, it's going to complete. And once it completes, then you get the new love, true love comes in for you. Some of you guys, this is inner child wounds. And some of you guys, I do see something with your children that needs to be healed. There's needing to be forgiveness. Either you, a child giving you, or you forgiving a child. And as far as your inner child healing, this is about this fear of rejection being healed within you. Once this is forgiven, feeling rejected by a parent or feeling rejected as a child, that's when you attract, you completely release it. That's when, and it creates these new patterns, and that's when you can attract the I put the card up, true love, new love. There it is. Connection. Says this is a divine connection. New phase or new love is beginning. New love or a new phase in love is beginning. So there is a new love. I see it coming in as a Knight of Cups. It's a little slow though. Everyone likes to say the Knight of Pentacles is slow. The Knight of Cups is also slow as well for me. I feel like the Nine of Cups, it takes the Nine of Cups to build up a certain level of emotional intelligence to be able to express. And I feel like on both parties, if this is related to a love situation, if there is a reconciliation, and it's going to take a lot of inner child healing here to bring this together. But I do see it coming together in divine timing. It just depends on how long it takes y'all to get through this healing. A lot of this, and if this is someone completely new, again, it's still predicated on the amount of time it takes you to work through the residual imprints that need to be healed, the wounds, childhood wounds, abandonment issues, rejection, things that have been stemmed from childhood that you have been repeating cycles in. You're still needing to heal them. But I do see the potential is reconciling with self or with another once you've completely let go. I do see happiness, laughter, a renewal coming in. No more of this crying and sadness that's being released. That's why the Sun and that Ace of Cups kept coming out. That's what's being released in order for the new stuff to come in. You got, like the card says, it's very clear. It says, we just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room. And it gets very inspired by your laughter. And spirit needs room. If you're holding on to a lot of pain and suffering and all this stuff, this baggage, there's no room for spirit to bring in something new. And then I love this one here that says, you will return refreshed and renewed. Remember, we had that renew and adventure. And be ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing. So in divine timing came out. So whatever that is, that's going to make you very happy. For some, it's a reconciliation. For some, it's new love, it's true love. I feel like there is going to be a reconciling, bringing back all the fragmented pieces of yourself, becoming whole again. And whatever you've been waiting on, you won't realize why you had to wait. Because there was a need for you to heal parts of yourself that were broken. You know, if you're broken and you go into a relationship, the relationship will be affected by that. Let's get your advice cards, and that will conclude your reading. Thank you for listening, and let me know if it resonated. Ooh. This is Five of Cups energy for me. Envy. Looking outside of yourself, feeling like you're lacking something, lack of something. Yeah, releasing that. This is abandonment. Whatever you feel like you're lacking, I see you getting into a space of financial abundance. The garden and the gate. I love these little white butterflies because this is those new beginnings that are healing for you once you step out of these gates, once you take the risk and you move out of your comfort zone. But the main message is being financially abundant. But there is an energy of you needing to step out of your comfort zone, Cancer. Okay. And whatever feels comfortable, something that you've been doing for a very long time. Yeah. It's going to require you to move forward, movement. Yeah, move out of this energy because you're not growing there. You're not growing. This garden is not growing It's you already learned what you need to learn. You need to move out of this space. And once you get into your chariot and you move forward, you will have a victory because that's what the chariot represents. You have more stability. Okay, you have more relationships that are mutual, equal give and take. I see even financial abundance and stability coming in for you. So this is not only about a relationship, this is about the wheel of fortune spinning in your favor. Okay, once you cut out those things that don't serve you anymore, the wheel spins, your luck changes, everything changes for you. It just depends on you, Cancer. How are you going to proceed forward? Are you going to overcome your fears? Are you going to overcome this energy of lack, jealousy, envy, resentment? Are you going to release it, or are you going to stay there wondering what's outside of the gates? It's up to you, Cancer. All right, so that's your reading. Thank you so much. I hope this resonated. I think I thank y'all so much for listening. Please leave me a comment and let me know if this helped you. I usually say in the reading what your soul needs. What your soul needs is for you to let go and for you to invite the energy of joy, laughter, and fun. Find things around you that will make you happy. I will say this, I definitely see happiness in your future. I definitely see celebrations. So take comfort in that, whatever is going on now, trust that this is just part of the divine's plan and that your time will come in perfect timing and you will be thoroughly happy and fulfilled. Okay? So thank you, Cancer. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.